Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room Recap for Tuesday, August the 30th. My name is Barry Anerson. I'm the moderator of our trading room. This is the address to get into the room, and it is a free room. I share my screen all day long, and I'm actually live on the mic between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. If you would like to take out a subscription to Trade Ideas, you can use this link. And there's a promo code there, and it would cost you a little over $4 a day if you took everything that we have to offer on an annual basis. All right, well, a pretty exciting day. Just one second here. Just want to do one thing on my other monitor because I'm in a couple of trades. Just have to keep an eye on them. All right. So I'm in this trade right here. CRCM came from the low floaters on the move. I'm in right here at about 10.28. Not a lot of volume, but I just like the way it like this little pullback here, then the pop. So I took the trade. I sold some out at 10.38, 10.39, and just kind of trying to ride out the rest to see if we can get through 10.50 and all. No reason to get out of it right yet. And actually, I know what I was trying to do here. Okay. People want to see a bigger chart. So this is what I was doing on this one. And the other one I'm in, and this could get a little bit interesting if it can break out through 13. This came from the Alpha Predator, and the alert was at 1266. I'm in at 1271. I waited on this. Notice how this candle here, notice how it popped up and then it came right back down. And then I decided to take the trade right there. One of the reasons I like the trade is, take a look at the daily chart and move it back just a little bit here. Maybe you can see this little bit of a void up in this area, okay, up to 14. So, if we can crack through 13, we may be able to test a little bit of this void. So that is the reason why I'm in this trade also, not just the fact there was a predator alert. All right, let me get back to the proper time frame. Yeah, you gotta like that. So, two trades made my day, basically. First one was RIGL, Rigel Pharmaceuticals. Look at the pop it had in the pre-market. It was kind of up and down. And now the caveat on this one was that it was the press release came out and said they had good stage 3 results. However, when you sort of dove a little deeper into the press release, they found that I guess the patient success was around 18%, and analysts or people, I guess, who follow this stock were kind of looking at it more like in the mid-20s. So there was a bit of a caveat. Yes, it was a success, but maybe not. But it was at the low end. So let's just say, for argument, maybe they were looking between 18 and 30 being successful. So it was a low end of their range. Nonetheless, it looked good. It held the pre-market after this happened. It held the pre-market gains, and so I decided to take the trade at 326. Actually, what am I saying? I took it in the pre-market. Yeah, I forgot about that. I actually entered in the pre-market right about here. Get a mark there. I don't often trade in the pre-market, but just like the way it was trading. And so I took it right there just before the market opened, actually. And I sold some at 340, at 360, and at 370. So that was a great, on a percentage basis, that really turned into a nice trade. Kind of made my case, set the tone for the day. And, had the pullback. And, it looks like it wants to challenge 4 now, but I'm not in it anymore. But again, that really set the tone for the day. Now, the really nice one also was UAL. UAL, let me just put, where's my mark? 50.15 is where I got into UAL. Just over the whole number. That's typically what I like to do. Take a trade just over the whole number. And, because then we don't have to worry about, especially 50. 50 is a very, very big number, 25, 50, 75, 100. Some whole numbers carry probably more weight than others, and 50 certainly was a big one in my opinion. So we saw this one in the pre-market, and I actually read the news on it, there was an appointment of a new president. So that obviously the market liked that. The other thing is that a lot of the airline stocks were zooming up today, and I guess you can take a look at the price of oil falling, so that of course helps the bottom line to the airlines. But I took this one because I thought, okay, it's got not only that, but it's also got the news of the new president. So I ended up taking this one, and it worked out really, really nicely. I did take some out at 50.41 just in case. I always like to do that. Then I can hold on if it pulls back severely. If it pulled back almost to where I bought it, I could hold on. It tried a couple of times, able to hold on, and then it really started to move. Remember, I got in at 50.15, and I always like to try to get a dollar psychologically, and I was able to actually this is 16. I actually got out at I'm sorry, I'm in at 50.15, got out at 51.16, and was moving up, and then on the way down I got out at 51.20. So turned out to be just a really, really nice trade. Those two trades basically made my day. And what else did I do? Oh yeah, THLD. I'm in perhaps a swing of this one. I'm in at 110, and I almost got out of it right around here. If it had broken down through a dollar, I probably would have got out. Why I got into this one is here's yesterday's action right at the end of the day. This is the 50-minute candles. You notice it was at 90, got all the way up to 107, pulled back a little bit, kind of held its ground in the pre-market or in the post-market. Was watching it in the pre-market. It regained one. Looked like it was, really going to start to accelerate here. I took the trade at 110. But why am I really doing this? Really doing this because if you look at the daily chart, this is what we're looking at really. So I'm a little premature perhaps. The 120 break would, then you've got this, you can attack this big void here. I took the trade, as I say, at 110 because it looked like it wanted to take that out, that 120 out already today, and it may not happen. So what I'm going to do is to hold this. I would like to see this. Sorry, let's get back to the. I'd like to see this get back towards the high of the day. If it stays around here, I'm not sure what I'll do. I may just sell it and then wait again tomorrow. I'll take a small loss and then wait again tomorrow to see if it attacks this level, and then certainly the 122 level is what I really want. So anyway, those are the trades, and did take this one was a tough one for me. I did take a small loss on it. I couldn't weather the storm on it, unfortunately. I got in. This was a Holly trade. The entry was 887. I mean, it's done well, but it's been very, very whippy. I actually got in at one point at 9, got out at 894 for a little loss. So, and another Holly trade that I did take, again, a small gain on it, JMEI. The alert was very late on it. It was at 559. I waited for this to happen, and I got in at 584, sold some at 596 just in case it couldn't break through 6, and it didn't. But that's about it. See anything else? No, that's about it. Just I say keeping an eye on the two that I've still got. AMID, I'd love for it to break through 13 and continue on up, of course. And this one, is just hanging in there. I'm in at say 1028. No reason for me to sell it yet. So that's it. So I hope. See what else have I got? I was just wondering if there's any sort of. There was one that I was looking at as a potential swing trade that I wanted to point out to you. I don't know if it's still here though. It may have already moved. Oh god, I can't remember it. Sorry about that. I should have written it down because it just broke over 25. You're in the room, you know what one it was, but it was very low volume, but it was a beautiful, beautiful little break over 25. We're talking 25.08. But anyway, there'll be many more But just as an aside too, we're starting September, of course, the end of the week, and next week, once Labor Day is over, kind of full swing. It's interesting to note that typically September is the worst month for the Dow. Worst month in terms of going down. I mean, quite frankly, for us at Trade Ideas, we're always able to find things to trade, and if we have to short, we short. I mean, it's not a big deal. All we want to make sure is that there's some volatility, so that there are things happening. But just to let you know, so I suppose if you're looking to swing, it might be a little more dicey if the law of averages, continue, basically saying that September can be the month in which the Dow, the overall market, trends down the most. So just keep that in mind. All right, thanks a lot for listening. Again, here's how to get into the room, and I usually open the room at about 8:45. That's when I start sharing my screen, and then I get live at 9 o'clock on the mic. And again, here's how you can subscribe to Trade Ideas. You type in this link and click on it, and you will see a promo code to use. Thanks for listening, and I hope to see you in the room tomorrow. Bye-bye.